What I want is I don't want them to take no plea deal. I want them to get a complete life sentence.
An El Paso father with strong words for the two people accused of killing his 5-year-old daughter.
The girl's mother and her boyfriend faced a judge for the first time since being arrested for her murder. Good evening and thank you for joining us for ABC 7's 10 at 10. I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Eric Elkin.
And we begin with our complete coverage of the murder of 5-year-old El Paso native Emily Ray Canales. Her father, Manuel Canales, who you just heard, was interviewed today by our sister station in Colorado Springs, KRDO.
That's where Emily died in January. She moved there with her mother after living in El Paso.
And today, Emily's mother, Brianne Escamilla, made her first appearance in court. Her boyfriend, Matthew Urias, was in court on Tuesday. They are both charged with first-degree murder in connection to Emily's death.
Prosecutors say Urias and Escamilla will be tried together. Both also face child abuse charges in the case. A first-degree murder conviction comes with the possibility of life in prison.
Investigators stated the suspects physically abused Emily extensively, leading to her death on January 13th. ABC 7 obtained court documents that state Escamilla told police in Colorado Springs she found her daughter unconscious in her room and tried to wake her before calling 911.
Her autopsy showed she had bruises all over her body and internal injuries as well. Today, Emily's father says he hopes both Escamilla and her boyfriend are convicted and get life sentences.
You know, I heard a lot of noise about them taking plea deals, them trying to deflect blame to each other, them trying to, wanting to help with the prosecution on each other. And I want the people, especially the people from there, from Colorado, to not let the prosecutor take a plea or let them tell each other, you know, they need to be equally charged and you know, get their life sentences and then just for them to just rot in there forever.
Emily's father lives in El Paso. He says he broke up with Escamilla in 2018 and she took Emily with her to Colorado Springs. He had to ask for help to bring his daughter's remains back to El Paso.
He also told our sister station that last year Emily's mother told him that her boyfriend would hit Emily, but he never imagined it would be that level of abuse.
And Canales told ABC 7 last week that is when he began trying to legally get partial custody of Emily. He says he would pay Escamilla to see his daughter. He hired an attorney to obtain greater visitation rights. And he says he contacted the Colorado Department of Human Services.
Colorado Springs police arrested the suspects nearly 6 months after Emily's death. Urias in late June, Escamilla on Tuesday last week. The arrests for the murder came only after the Colorado Medical Examiner officially ruled Emily's death a homicide. ABC 7 has been working to learn why it took so long.
Colorado Springs Police Department says the coroner's office conducted the autopsy the day after her death, but the official ruling was made June 14th, 5 months later.
We contacted the coroner's office last week but have not heard back. Today in the Colorado Springs courtroom, a preliminary hearing for both was scheduled for September 15th.